Alright guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be picking up this 1989 KX125. These things are super hard to find. I just looked one up on eBay and it's going for, I think it's already at $1,250, and I think it's like 3 days left, so I'll probably go up to like 2,500 bucks. These motors are pretty cool. They're liquid cooled, and for 89 that's kind of cool. And this one is actually he said it was locked up, so it's going to be definitely a huge project, but I think it's going to be pretty fun. I've been looking for a KX125 for a while, especially a vintage one. The vintage ones are very, very hard to find, and I mean, it can't be locked up that bad. So what we're going to do is probably take apart the motor here, and it's up for 200 bucks, by the way. So, and I offered him 100 bucks, and he said he'd do 125 on it. So I'm basically getting this bike for free. So what we're going to do is try to get the motor out of it and rebuild the motor, and then we're going to try to put the motor into something else, like a go-kart or something cool, and make something cool, and then we'll put it back in the bike once we're done with that project. So I want to use the motor for something cool and try to, you know, swap it out into a different machine. Maybe make like maybe put it in like a smaller frame, like a mini bike or something cool. But after that, we'll put it back into this thing and then sell this bike after that. But as you can see, it's got the 6.9 right here, repping the Ronnie Mac there. So you know it's going to be a good bike. I think it's got all the parts for it. He said he's got all the parts. So the seat's missing, you can see right there. The carburetor's off of it. Tires look decent on it. Forks look decent. Plastics actually look pretty good. So this bike is actually not too bad, and especially for 125 bucks. So let's grab some money and hit the road. It just snowed about 6 inches last night, so it's pretty snowy out here. Great day for snowmobiling. I was looking around for some snowmobiles to pick up, but couldn't find any. But that might be next video, so stay tuned for that as well. But anyway, let's go hit the road, pick up this dirt bike, and see if we can get this thing started. Alright guys, on the way. A little snowy out here today. I got about an hour, 8-minute drive here, so pretty far drive, but it's only 125 bucks, so gotta go grab it. It's worth like probably at least 1,000 in parts for sure, so we should be good to go. I don't think I can lose on it really. If I can get the motor running, it's worth probably around 1,500 bucks for the bike. So we'll have it in the back of the truck in no time. Stay tuned. Hopefully the roads aren't too bad. Alright guys, almost there. We've got about 3 minutes, 1.1 miles left here. Pretty nice area around here. Roads are not plowed the best, but what can you do? Alright, so it looks like a turn right up here. Let's see here.
Take the next left onto Killarney Road.
Let's see where he lives. Long drive, very long drive. A couple cars in the ditch on the way here, but other than that, it wasn't too bad.
Road for half a mile.
Kind of secluded back here. So we came in from going to Milwaukee. You take 41, and then we got off the exit, I think Allenton exit, and then we're going to Hartford. And then to Hartford, we kind of stayed in Hartford, but we're way at the end of Hartford now. So you can see, I think he lives right over here. I think that's where the bike would be. So it like wraps around right over here. So we'll see what happens. Pretty pumped to get this bike. Hopefully it's nothing huge. A lot of the time, it's not even locked up. The piston isn't.
1,000 feet, turn right onto Newcastle West.
A lot of the time, the kickstart can just be locked up, so the gear in there can be worn. So we'll have to take off the clutch cover and just see if that gear is worn in there. Otherwise, if it is the piston, you just buy a new piston for it. That's like 90 bucks. Slap it in there and we should be good to go. So it'll be in the back of the truck in no time. Hopefully we can get this thing running. Alright guys, so we got the bike right in the back there. Looks pretty good actually. Doesn't look too bad. The guy said it was locked up. Tried to shift it in the gear and it didn't actually budge. So that wasn't good. So it's not just the kick lever that's stuck. He said he didn't take off the top end, which is hard to believe, since all the bolts are pretty much loose on it. And so the reed bolts are all loose, so he definitely took off the reeds and checked those out. So I'm guessing he took off the top end. Why wouldn't you, you know, if you just, at least the head, you know, just take off at least the head. So my guess for this thing is that he took off the head, looked at the piston had a hole in it, and then decided to give up on it. And I'm guessing that's what happened. Or found out the cylinder was all scratched up, and then found out it was $400 to rebore it, and then probably just gave up on it. He said he needed some money, and he didn't want to put any more money into the bike, so that's why he was getting rid of it. So it looks pretty cool. Came with a bunch of different parts. Comes with a seat, the original plastics, which is nice because those are painted, but the green is coming through and it looks pretty good. No scratches in the plastic or anything, so we can definitely get that paint off and make this bike look pretty good. And the bike actually doesn't look bad at all for 1989, so I'm pretty impressed. We'll take a better look when we get home and try to dig into it a little bit, see if we can get it running, and go from there. All right, just made it home. Here's the bike, first look at it. Doesn't look too bad for being in 1989. Comes with a gas tank right here, which looks like it was JB welded for some reason. Motor doesn't look too bad. You can see where he took out the bolts for the reeds right there, and I'm guessing he took off the top end. Oh boy, that whole mechanism is like broken off right here as well. So that's not good. Oh, never mind. It's right here. It's all in here. And it looks like he did take off the. Looks like he did take off the piston at one point. So I'm guessing there's no piston in there. I don't know though. So we'll have to check. But it looks like this situation right here is not good. So that's supposed to go in and out, and this is supposed to spin for the power valves, so that's going to be iffy. But sprockets there, shocks are all there. Looks like it's pretty complete. We'll take it off the truck and take a better look at it in the garage. Alright guys, got the bike up the truck. Wind is picking up here in Wisconsin. Yeah, he had the spark plug out of this, it looks like. And I think he had the top end off for sure. Yeah, those were off for sure. But yeah, we'll dig into it a little bit. Let's see if there's any coolant in it quick. Yeah, coolant's drained out. I think he definitely took off the top end. He said he didn't, so I think he lied, but whatever. It looks like it's in pretty good shape except for the engine. So let's take it in, take a quick peek. Alright, we got the bike in the garage now. Take a little bit better look at it. He took the spark plug out right here, you could see. Nice plug though. Iridium plug. I'm not sure what's in there. I'm guessing the piston's blown up. I'm hoping he didn't take off the top end, because I want some hope in this. It could potentially run without a new piston, but I don't know. So let's just quick over the bike. Came with this nice seat on here, KX seat. It's actually in pretty decent shape. We've got the gas tank right here, which is in pretty good shape as well. Little JB weld on there. It's got the carburetor and the silencer right there. So those are the parts it came with. Silencer is actually pretty nice on here. No dents whatsoever. That's the original silencer. Everything else looks pretty good. Back shock is pretty good. Front ones are a little bit spongy, but we can probably fix that. The only issue I'm concerned with right now is this linkage right here, which I'm trying to find the pieces for that. Looks like this is the cover for that right here. Then somehow that's supposed to link in there. So I'm just looking for that. So something's supposed to go in there. Let me know if you guys know what that's supposed to be. Let's just see if the clutch works here. Clutch works, that's good. Got some Renthal bars on here, so those are aftermarket. Aluminum frame, which is kind of unique. Well, subframe, I should say. I think it is. Maybe not. Hard to tell. Looks like an aluminum subframe. Not too sure though. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to probably do is try to take these bolts off the head and take the head off of it. Obviously it doesn't move in gear. We can try putting it in first gear here quick. If that's first. No, it's not. There we go, right there. See, it does not move in first gear, so it's not going to kick over. We'll put it back into neutral here. Let's see if that's neutral. The gears are pretty smooth on this thing. Then when we try to kick it over, obviously it does not kick over, so it's pretty locked up here. I wonder what the heck it could be. So the coolant's drained out of it, so I guess let's take off the head here quick and see what's up. Might as well take out the spark plug while we have it off. Put the spark plug away. Put this off to the side. Gotta get that guy off of there. Yeah, this guy definitely had the top end off. Off of here. Alright, let's play a little game here quick. Write your prediction down in the comments what you think the piston's going to look like. I'm guessing hole directly down the middle, and the cylinder wall is all scratched up. And yeah, that's my prediction. Write yours down below. It should be interesting to see what it's like. Let's see. Alright. A couple more need to come out, and then we should be good here. Alright, last nut off. Alright, here we go, moment of truth. Let's see what this thing looks like. Let's see what happens when we take the head off here. It was 100% off before. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Dang. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see what the piston looks like. That is crazy. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's completely chopped up on both sides. That is insane. So, I don't know what's going on there. Let's try to spray some stuff down there. Get a little WD-40 going on there. That's not good. Let's try to crank this thing over again. Thing's on there pretty good. So what we're gonna do is, let's just try to take the cylinder off here. Alright, that moves, so let's see what happens. Try taking that off. So the guy that sold this to me straight up lied. He definitely had this off before. Otherwise, that would have been stuck there, and I would have had to, you know, hit it with a mallet. And it's got a big chunk out of it right there. You can see in there. So that really sucks. It's just completely broken now. So this thing needs a whole new cylinder for sure. So that's a big bummer. I don't think we're going to be able to get this thing running unless we get a new cylinder. That's not repairable. You guys can see the huge chunk out right in there. And then let's see what else. I mean, there's huge gouges everywhere on this thing. It's completely clapped is what you, I mean, it's pretty bad. Yeah, not good at all. And the guy knew that, and you know, I don't know why he didn't just tell the truth about it. Probably would have bought it anyway, you know, but it just stinks when people lie like that. So let's take a look at the piston now. I'm guessing the piston's horrible. Alright, let's take a little look peek at the piston here. So you can see the rings right there. That's crazy. This thing completely just melted off. Huge chips out of it right here. Just huge, and this crank is locked up in there. Locked up pretty good. You can see all these big metal pieces, big chunks coming out. Crazy. So I'm guessing there's a big chunk in the crank. The play action side to side isn't horrible. And there's no up and down play. So I bet the crank is still fine, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get that loose. So let's work on getting that thing loose a little bit and just see if that thing moves. See a little movement on the crank, so that's good. Oh, there we go. Woohoo! Got it free, check this out. I bet you there's chunks in there still, but bet you that would kick over. Let's see. There we go. Alright guys, we really have no choice but to tear this engine apart. So I think next video we're gonna grab the engine out of the frame and then just start taking it apart piece by piece. The crank definitely needs to come out of it. That thing is almost Loctite in there. We freed it up and then it gets tight when you rotate it. So there must be a chunk of metal getting stuck in there somewhere. So that's not good. I just want to take a quick look at the reeds, see if those are good. See if one part on this thing is good. Alright, okay, those are actually really good. Wasn't lying about that. Oh, nope, never mind. You can see a little corner piece is chipped off right here. Little corner piece chipped off. That one's junk. And these These carbon fiber reeds like to chip at the corners right there for some reason. I've had a couple like that before, but the rest of them look pretty decent. That one's a little chipped at the corner as well, but that one's really bad. That's not acceptable, and that's not good. And I think that's one full reed that goes across. I don't think you can buy separate ones, but it's not a big deal, I guess. Yeah, so basically the reeds are junk too. Looking over the cylinder again, I don't think that's repairable. Let me know in the comments if you guys think that is. I mean, this would be an expensive bike to rebuild. You've got the power valves and everything in there that are going to be a lot of money. And I just want to see what the power valves look like in here. Let's see if they open and close here. I think it goes back and forth like that for these. I'm trying to see what it looks like. Oh, right there. I don't know if you guys can see in that little port, but when you do that, it opens and closes in there. It's really hard to see, but that's kind of unique. Anyway, we'll put the cylinder away, try to find one online for cheap, but I'm guessing that's going to be pretty tough to find. Alright, so I just checked on eBay and it looks like there's a cylinder and piston up there for like 230 bucks for the whole cylinder. I think you have to replace the power valves and stuff in the cylinder, but that gives us an option. So I think next video we're going to tear apart the whole motor and just try to get to the crank there and see what's up with that, because it's not spinning freely. It spins but just doesn't spin freely, so there must be a big chunk of metal in there somewhere. So if you guys look, I mean, the crank looks good. There's no scratches on it or anything, but the top of the piston has huge chunks out of it, so there's got to be tons of metal underneath there, and that's a weird looking piston. It looks like an aftermarket piston, for sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. Looks like it to me. But we'll see what happens. We'll take off this whole side, and then we'll take off the stator and all that stuff. And then I think we need an engine puller, which I might have to buy. Or a case splitter, I should say. Because this looks like it's never been apart, if you look at the gasket. So, should be exciting. Lots of good parts though, so like I said before, if we can't get it running, we'll probably just part it out. And I saw some plastics go for like 300 bucks. We'll see what happens here. Next video we'll tear into it, and we'll go from there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. My Instagram is 2_vintage_. If you guys want to follow behind the scenes, and I think that's pretty much it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, we are out.